Welcome back to Astrovision, Spirituality, and Tarot. And today we are going to be talking about Venus in the first house. Now, Venus actually rules over Taurus and Libra, and in this video I'm going to be talking about them both. So at the start of the video, we'll be focusing on Taurus, and then closing out, we'll continue with Libra. Now, if you have Venus in the first house, more specifically a Taurus Ascendant, you are going to appear just naturally pleasing to the eye. And that has to do with Taurus being in the element of earth and Venus mixing together and just producing and amplifying those natural qualities. So, yes, you're going to be naturally beautiful. Also, just overall in Taurus routine, you can be a little stubborn. You like what you like, so you aren't going to really step outside of your comfort zone. And with that being in the first house, you are just likely to really project that forward to other people. You can be very patient also, and just, slower to react. Definitely take your time, again, like, what's best and what works for you, really. This sign is very grounded, very traditional. Also, with that being sentimental as well. Um, People with Venus in the first house, they just bring some type of charm to their appearance. They bring some type of elegance to their appearance and some type of harmony. And so, with Taurus being here, you just may be someone who appear to have a stable life or a stable appearance. You may have been someone who really projects that you came from a harmonious background. Maybe both of your parents were in your life, or if that wasn't the case, it just still was a loving environment. Um, and you also just may appear boring at times again with the Taurus Ascendant, especially to those fire and the air signs who have a lot of that energy within them. You just aren't really going to mix well with that type of energy, just because air needs a lot of communication and a lot of intellectual stimulation. And, air can be all over the place, just like fire. Fire needs to be here, there, and everywhere. So, Taurus with air and fire may not be a good idea. But now let's talk about Libra. And with Libra in the first house, this is a more relationship oriented sign. This is more so focused on the balance. So, with having Libra in the first house, you may have been someone who have came from a harmonious background that was well balanced. Maybe you grew up with both of your parents in your life, or just had a balance of both that masculine and feminine energy well dispersed throughout you, and you really display that. You tend to be very sociable as well, even if you're not, super extroverted. You still know how to make your way around the room and talk to everyone. Um, Whether your Venus is in Taurus, whether your Venus is in Libra, you're still going to be very attractive, and Venus definitely plays a role in that. Having your Venus and Libra in the first house, you're just going to be a very kind individual. Um, you definitely like to be liked by other people, and that's just very apparent. That's something you project forward out there, and that can be seen as a superficial thing to like others who really don't care what other people think about them. But with the Libra, it's just about that balance, and they prefer to be liked than to not be. So, um, also, you guys can tend to be, picky. And again, it's just with that balance, they tend to, desire what works and what will help smooth out the rough layers within a situation. Like, for example, um, a Libra Ascendant is more likely to amplify their beauty with the makeup and the outfits and even like, the costume jewelry and crazy colors, whereas a Taurus is more natural. They're gonna have the real jewelry, they're not gonna put on the costume jewelry. It's going to be natural appearance, more earthly tones to the fashions. Whereas, so that's the difference between the two. That's how I see it. That's my interpretation. But, so far, that's all I really have to say about this planet and these two specific signs. If you guys have any other questions for me or any other thing you want to contribute to what I had to say, definitely feel free to leave that down in the comments. Leave a like, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Peace out.